In the latest development that shocked the South Korean entertainment world, Hyuk, founder and chairman of HYB labels, finally gave an official statement regarding the growing speculation regarding his relationship with two BTS members, Jungkook and Taehyung. The issue arose after Jungkook allegedly showed support for the NewJeans group amid internal conflicts between HYB and ADR, the label that houses the NewJeans. Through his pet dog Bam's Instagram account, Jungkook uploaded images with the captions "Artists are not guilty and don't use them," which were interpreted by many as a form of support for NewJeans. In response to this, Hyuk stated that every artist has the right to voice his opinion. However, he stressed the importance of maintaining professionalism and open communication among all parties involved in the entertainment industry. Meanwhile, the relationship between Hyuk and Taehyung is also in the spotlight after an old incident reemerged. In a television program, Taehyung revealed that Hyuk had not recognized him for an entire year, even though they had worked together for quite a long time. This event led to speculation about the dynamics of the relationship between the two. Nonetheless, Hyuk affirmed his commitment to the well-being and career development of all artists under HYB. He states that differences of opinion are normal in a large organization and that open communication is the key to solving any problem. In closing, Hyuk invites all parties to focus on positive things and continue to support artists in their work. He hopes that all parties can work together to create a healthy and sustainable entertainment industry. At that time, the K-pop industry was not in a normal state. The buzz of news coming from HYB's headquarters in Yongsan felt like a big shock, breaking the silence, even for those who were used to living behind the glitter of the stage and world tour schedule. But not the sound of thunderous music. Not even the sound of fans shouting their idol's name. The voice is deeper, more shook, and perhaps even more divisive. Hyuk, who has always been known as a quiet but influential figure, stood before the media with an expression that was not easy to read. His hands clenched behind his back. His gaze is straight, almost defiant. This is no ordinary statement. This is not a clarification to calm the fuss for a moment. It is the attempt of a father, a mentor, and also the figure behind the creation of one of the most successful boy groups in the history of the world, to recover control over something almost detached: trust. I'm not going to hide behind the screen anymore. It's about Jungkook. It's about Taehyung. And this is about what you all have never seen. The sentence, full of emotion and tension, prefaced a confession that finally came out after years of being silenced by loyalty, business pressure, and deep respect for the BTS members. But now, things have changed. After Jungkook's post that sparked a huge wave of speculation, as well as scattered footage of Taehyung's birthday, which accidentally brought out Hyuk's indifferent face, the public began to wonder, what exactly is behind their relationship? Slowly cracking relationships. Not many people know that the relationship between Hyuk and the members of BTS, especially Taehyung and Jungkook, is not always as harmonious as it seems on screen. Jungkook, the golden magne, who is known to be very professional and dedicated, has slowly begun to show signs of shifting attitudes since 2023. People around began to feel a growing distance between him and the management of the center. I once saw how Jungkook refused to attend a company dinner. He didn't say a word. He only nodded when asked to attend, but he never showed up, said one of HYB's staff, whose identity was kept secret. For some, it's just a sign of fatigue. But for those closer, it was a silent call, a long-held form of subtle protest. Meanwhile, Taehyung, with his colorful and unpredictable personality, has kept a lot of things in his silence. When he said on the variety show that Hyuk didn't recognize him for a whole year, many laughed at him. But behind the laughter, there was an invisible wound. Imagine being part of a group to which you dedicate your life, but the people who make you up don't seem to see you. Ideological battles behind the scenes more than just a personal relationship. It was alleged that the difference in vision between Hyuk and the members was the main source of tension. As BTS became known globally and members gained more freedom in individual projects, there began to be a divergence in direction. Jungkook wanted to experiment with a freer, more raw, and even more controversial style of music. He idolizes musicians who are far from the shadow of traditional K-pop idols. He wanted to sing in his own way, not in the way that HYB's business strategy had designed. So is Taehyung. With his high artistic desire, He wanted to explore the world of visual arts, fashion, and jazz music, something that the marketing team considered too niche. It's not about money. It's about identity. And when the two sides begin to pull on each other, the cracks begin to open. Jungkook released his solo song full of expression and barely following the patterns HYB once set. Everyone in the industry knows it's not just a song. This is a statement. It's a subtle slap in the face to the system that has nurtured him, raised him, then locked him up in expectations. Hyuk was silent for a long time. But his silence is not without meaning. He observed. It feels. And within her, a dilemma grows more and more pressing between choosing control or letting go. I know Jungkook is no longer the kid I trained his vocals for in a small rehearsal room. He is now a grown man with his own voice, will, and dreams. But I am also human. I felt abandoned. On one occasion, Hyuk is said to have asked his creative team to reimagine Jungkook's solo promotion concept. But Jungkook refuses. Not with anger. Not with a bang. But quietly. And that's exactly where the pain is felt. Because sometimes, assertiveness comes in silence. Some insiders said that the project was delayed due to a tug-of-war between the artist team and the label. But the public never knows, because as always, the industry knows how to close the gap. Meanwhile, on the other side of the same stage, Taehyung harbored a deeper sadness. People know him as a warm person, full of artistic taste, and mysterious. But behind the warmth, there is saturation. Not to the fans. Not against music. But against a system that leaves no room for his identity. Taehyung once revealed that he felt like a shadow at the beginning of BTS's debut. It feels unnoticed. And even further, he felt that he was not considered to exist by the person who should be the director of his career. I was sitting next to Bang PD during the meeting, but he didn't even turn his head. I don't think I'm important enough to remember. The phrase became a joke when the variety show aired. But not for those who know. Because from there, emptiness is born. And voidness, when stored for too long, becomes a separating wall. When Jungkook posted support for the NewJeans, many thought it was just a gesture of solidarity. But industry watchers see more than that. The post comes amid a major conflict between HYB and Jin, CEO of ADOR. The public knows Jin is facing enormous pressure from her parent company, and she fights back. At that point, Jungkook's endorsement felt like a choice in favor. Is he on Jin's side? Is he no longer loyal to Bang Hyuk? Bang Hyuk knows what that means. You don't need a spokesperson to explain. In a business world built on artificial control and harmony, such a small act is an eruption that signals that there is a rebellion that has been held back for a long time. When I saw the post, I wasn't angry. I was devastated. Because I knew he was saying something he couldn't say directly to me.